Well, let's see if it works. Let's see, open chat. I'll click that button, see if that's doing its thing. Got people in, maybe, maybe not. Don't know. Have some notes. We'll talk about shit. But tonight's live chat brought to you by Ammo Supply Warehouse. Folks at Ammo Supply Warehouse are some of the most awesome people in the industry. In fact, they're some of the few people in the industry that are good people. The industry has a lot of not good people. Adam Hall, hello, sir. TJ, hello, hello. Speaking of awesome people, there's a couple of them already typing up in the chat. Uncle Guns, hello, sir. Yeah, it's all right. Similar to ones I used to wear before because I had to. Let's see. Let me. No, not that one. We'll do that one. Okay. I think that's all set up on that side. So, speaking of Ammo Supply Warehouse, how awesome Becker is. Most of you know him on the interwebs as Butch Becker. He really just goes by Becker. I hung out with him a little bit over the weekend, and we came up with something. He is Ammo Supply Warehouse through Miss Monsieur Becker is an official channel sponsor. That's right. He's offering a discount code, $10 off any order over $100. So if you buy a case of Fiocchi, what's the blue case like? Range something, range time, range. The blue Fiocchi right now, 9mm, is like $290 with free shipping, I think. And then you get $10 off. So if you want 5 cases, you put in 5 individual orders, you get $10 off each case. And it's free shipping either way. Shh, don't tell Becker I let you in on that. The free ship, that particular ammo has free shipping. So multiple orders, you can get $10 off each order. If you do it all 5 at once, it's $10 off all 5. So shh, like don't. He's probably regretting this already. But you got to use the coupon code. Let's see if I can cut and paste well. The coupon code is paste Tremis10. So Tremis10 at Ammo Supply Warehouse, get you your $10 off of any order over $100. Oh yeah, Becker is pretty all right. He is. He's okay. I asked him if he was feeling well, because he doesn't like to let a dollar slip by his fingers. But he cares about you guys, and wanted to throw something out there. As it turns out, I also offer a discount. And so there's a business card in the boxes that leave from Ammo Supply Warehouse East. The ones that ship from the East warehouse, he throws in a business card, assuming he still has some. He might need to resupply, offering $20 off live fire classes at Tremis Dynamics for being an Ammo Supply Warehouse customer. So now we're reciprocal. So I'll have to get him added in the comment section of the YouTube video saying he's an official channel sponsor. For anybody else out there, that's how you become an official channel sponsor. It's not by paying me money, and it's not by giving me stuff. It is by supplying some type of discount to my students, followers, and even the haters. So we have Midwest Industries, Defiant Munitions, Ammo Supply Warehouse. I think my shootsteel.com expired. I'll have to reach out to Evan and see about getting it started back up. I think it was like each year it had to be renewed. Of course, the price of steel so high, he might not be offering many discounts. I don't know. Either way, Becker's the man. So let's see what else we got going on. Speaking of sponsors, affiliates, that kind of thing. Did you guys see Primary Arms is doing a thing? They're trying to flood social media with a hashtag, and I don't know. They have their big, I guess it's the Primary Arms Optics division, has a big release every year where they show the items they're going to release the following year. Uh, and not all of it, I guess, gets in there. Origins, maybe it's called, or something like that. Because the Auto Live battery cap wasn't in last year, so that's certainly in the optics division. They announced that at SHOT Show instead. It did make the top 5 things from SHOT video, and I actually have 2 of them waiting on pre-order, waiting for them to ship. One for each of my Primary Arms low power variable optics. Now, anyhow, with the thing that they're doing, every order you get, they send you a sticker. Looks like this. I don't know how well it'll fucking focus. It doesn't really want to focus. And it's a cartoon pickle wearing like tan clothing, holding a rifle. And the hashtag, you're supposed to put the sticker like in a social media post with the hashtag peanut butter pickle. And that is what they're trying to get all over the social medias. I have already put one up with said sticker. And they haven't, there's a prize, like they're going to pick somebody. And the prize is a secret, as is whatever the peanut butter pickle is. Now, I don't know anything more than the rest of you. But if I look at the picture of the sticker, I gotta remember this is Primary Arms Optics Division. There is a brown LPVO on the cartoon rifle, and it's a tube and it's brown peanut butter pickle. Like maybe that's what they're going for. They're going to release something in brown. It'd be great if they released all their optics in brown, because they do the prisms. I have a brown prism here. Maybe they're going to do some LPVOs. And I don't know if you guys know this. Like, people like to shit talk Primary Arms optics. And I got to admit, their closed red dots are meh. Oh, they're there. I have one here somewhere on a sim gun, or maybe, and it's okay, I guess, like T1 footprint. But their low power variables, like I have 2 of the SLX, like the silver line, that are like, they're cheap in the world of LPVOs, and they have handled a lot of abuse, and they still work. In fact, Jordan Winkler owned one and gave it to me, so like in 2016 or something like that. And it's still running great. And I bought a second one. They were running so nice. And their platinum line, the platinum 1 to 8 that's out, I actually think it might be the best low power variable optic that you can buy. Not like in its price range or in its class, just it might be the best one you can get. So that's pretty amazing. Anyhow, my point being, you have until the end of the month when they do the big reveal to get in on the prize by posting a social media picture of the sticker. If you're semi-local to me, I have extras, so I can hook you up so you can make the social media posts. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and I already made my picture. So, if you're close by and you'd like one of these, I will hook you up, and you can put some pictures online and maybe win a peanut butter pickle, whatever the fuck that is. That was the whole point of all of that. All right, who we got in here? Scott Wexler, hello, sir. Colt. All right, Crystal, one of them is yours. It's Scott. It's a Primary Arms contest, and they want you to hashtag peanut butter pickle and put a picture of the sticker up, and you can win whatever the peanut butter pickle is. And since I have extra stickers, and it's time sensitive, like by the end of the month, I offered to share said stickers. You can also get a sticker with every order you make from Primary Arms. one of these came with an order before I knew that there was a contest. It has like a QR code on it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? So I scanned it and then found out about the contest. Then I reached out to my contact at Primary Arms and said, hey, can you send me some more? And he did. All right. Who makes that bearded axe back there? So that is made by Cold Steel. And Cold Steel stuff is not like handmade in the USA. But it's usually pretty fucking robust. And I got that. I don't remember an NRA show like a few years back. Not this year when it was in Indianapolis, the time before that it was in Indy. So like 4 years prior, I picked it up at the booth on the last day because it was they were trying to sell shit to not have to take it back. Got it cheap, brought it home. It needs a sheath. Tim Larson, hello, sir. Price on the Platinum LPVO. I want to say it was. I think there's a sale right now, and it's like $1,100. It might be 12. Don't quote me on it. Maybe First Wave can. There's a little set screw in the back of the head that like tightens it up against the shaft. And mine was a little wobbly, and I gave that some extra crank, and it seemed to tighten it up, but I don't really use it for much. Oh, you know what? I did use it. I think the reason it got wobbly is I had a tree branch out back that like was hanging out and down in like from the neighbor's yard down into my yard, and I wanted to. I think my wife was pulling down on it, and I climbed up the step ladder and then used that to reach up higher so I could get it back further, and gave it a couple whacks. I think that's the only time I've used it. Speaking of First Wave, I should be seeing those guys in person. In person, I will be driving to one of the First Wave locations shortly, before the next live chat, and then maybe I'll have some news to share about that visit. Not gonna lie, Scott, I'd like to find a different handle material. I think I sanded that one, just like hand sanded it, and put some gray stain on it, which really only seemed to go into like the big open pores. My wife had the gray stain for some sort of crafty art thing. She likes to do home improvement stuff. She's actually way better at it than I am. I just get the heavy work. She gets all the pretty work. But so I used some of her gray stain, and it didn't turn out as awesome. But man, if I could find like a carbon fiber handle or something, that'd be pretty baller. So let's see. I'm going through my notes here. I didn't get any questions, not a single question, but I do have some updates on stuff. Again, like we mentioned before, we're giving away a Mantis X10 for the Q3 giveaway. I don't know what we're doing for a sign up page or any of that. Maybe I should reach out and see if somebody else wants to get in on it too. Like, you like this page and like that page, like one of them Gleam entry things. Maybe do one of those, which is how the last one was done, but it was just for me. I'm gonna do a shoot sig match, shoot sig match in August. First match I've done in years, and it's really simple. It's not like an action pistol type thing, but we're gonna do a video on it, hence the reason that we're going. So I'm gonna shoot my 60 rounds, which will still keep me well under my 1,000 round limit for the year, and it's only going to be for work because I'm going to make a video. But speaking of SIG and the really cool hat that they sent, I've been playing with this guy and the Oscar 3. It is a image stabilized spotting scope. So it's not as small as like a Vortex monocular, I have an 8-power one of those I keep handy. This is a little bigger, but not as big as like a traditional tripod mounted spotting scope. So this is the size of it. And it is 10 to 20 power. And notice there is nowhere to like screw it into a thing because you flip the power switch to on while you're looking, and the fucking Michael J. Fox thing goes away. Amazing image stabilization it has. So I've been playing around with it, and it's pretty awesome. And I don't get any kickback or anything. Actually, if you click the link on the known associates page for SIG and then you buy one, I think I get a kickback. So there's that. But I was really impressed. I originally saw it last year, like their image stabilization. Mike Shelby from Forward Observer let me check out his binoculars. He had a pair of binoculars with the SIG binoculars with the image stabilization. And he was like, yo, Gary, you're going to want to see these. Hands them to me. And we're looking out across the battlefield at Gettysburg. And I was amazed that how good the image stabilization was. So eventually, now I have something similar in the spotting scope versus binoculars. And it's all it's cracked up to be. Max, hello, sir. It was good to hang out with you this weekend at the bulletin.net rifle building party. Didn't really have to do much painting because it rained a lot. It rained so hard. I left there sometime Sunday morning. It was that late, 1, 2 o'clock, something like that. And I drove the first quite a ways with my 4-ways on, going like 25 miles an hour. Couldn't see shit with the windshield wipers just, and had no visibility. So yeah, wanted to give you guys an update, or I'll tell you about the, what is it again? The Oscar something? Fucking SIG and their stupid Oscar Romeo Alpha Sierra. I can't keep track of what's what, but it's the Oscar 3. Definitely worth a look. I'd do a video on it, but man, if you guys noticed, I don't do a whole lot of videos. Sorry. The other thing I've been using for the last, I guess, 2 weeks now, is the fuck. I don't even know what it's called. This elastic sleeve. I made some posts about it from Combat Art Training. Andrew, we're not even going to try to say his last name because people I know who know him couldn't give me a consensus on how to pronounce his last name. And of all the ones that they did try to explain to me how it was pronounced, I was like, yeah, I can't say any of that. But Combat Art Training, and it's an elastic sleeve with elastic band on it, so you can do the old recommended shot cord. Oh, that's bright. Retention on a flashlight. For any light you have that doesn't have a lanyard hole in it, this little guy is awesome. So I actually put down my tactician for a couple weeks to go back to the stream light just to try out the sling, or a sling thing, elastic. I should have taken notes and what the hell to call the thing, but somebody's gonna put it in there. No, not yet. Someone's going to mention, like, put a link. Crystal, you here? Combat Art Training. Can you find the link to the flashlight thingy? I think it's a moderator to post links. So sorry, guys. And Mike probably is trying to call me because he never remembers when the live chat is. Yes, Max, you are correct. Glock's optic division is much easier to remember the model numbers. And it about covers all of it. See what it did there. What was the other thing I wanted to mention? I thought there was one more thing on my list. I guess not. Oh, yes. So we had some prototype Mod 4 sling dubers floating around. It's okay, Crystal. You don't have to stop doing the dishes. Uh, Combat Art Training is Andrew's company, so I assume it's like combatarttraining.com. And the product is the flashlight lanyard thingy. I don't want to say Duber because that actually means something now, but uh, whatever. I don't even know what the hell it's called because I'm so bad with being prepared. So yeah, Mod 4 Dubers. We had 4 of them in 2 different revisions floating around. Um, some of the guys at the Bulletin Rifle Party saw revision A and B because I had one of each, and then there's one of each floating somewhere else getting checked out. And I think the revision B is what we're going to go with. And I don't think we're going to get rid of the Mod 3. So, what the hell is. I'm going to go back to my youth here. Think G.I. Joe, the cartoon comic book, not the big tall doll, the action figure people. The ninjas, the Arashikage or whatever you pronounce it, clan of the ninjas. They had the hard master and the soft master that ran the ninja school clan. I guess it was a clan. Uh, so we will have the hard master version, which is the mod 4, and the soft master version, which is the mod 3. So that should give you some indicator of how the mod 4 will be different. They will be released before the muster, and you'll still be able to get the 3s and the 4s because they work a little differently. They have different features that neither one replicates the features of the other one. Crystal has the link. Awesome. Thank you, dear. The Magpul part, that is called the Paraclip adapter. Uh, I have a video on it. I know you're like, I don't watch your videos. It's okay. Nobody watches my videos. Of course, you get what you pay for. So it's not like it's a good video. In fact, even Magpul, even YouTube stopped paying for it. In fact, in January, YouTube started sending me emails, apparently one a week, asking me to agree to new terms of service. They updated people in the terms for the YouTube partner program, and I never accepted them. So I got an email finally this week telling me I'm no longer part of the YouTube partner program. I demonetized my channel a couple years ago. So I don't know what the purpose of being in the partner program would be. I kind of forgot that I was still associated at that business level because I wasn't making any money. Of course, when it was monetized, I still wasn't making any money. But when I demonetized, they literally like stopped any sort of interaction where I would earn funds. And now I've been kicked out of the program, so I can't even turn monetization back on unless I sign up again, which I meet all the criteria. But I don't. I don't even know what the new terms of service are, and I don't care. So I won't be joining back up to that. Oh, Max, I'm glad she digs the paint job. We were a little concerned about the one on her rifle. Good deal. Let's see. Yep, that's everything on my list. Other big news, I guess this is an update as well. We have lost, like literally misplaced, um, something rather important. A surprisingly stronger than he looks Asian man with a southern accent has been misplaced, and he will not be attending the muster. So Calvin is not going to be here in a few weeks. I talked to him this morning, and we lost him. He has taken so much time off of his work that he could get time off to be at the muster, but the travel either way, like even if he's riding with Jay, is more time than he has to take. So we're just going to scratch them from the list, throw them in the weeds, and pull them back out for next year. Because we lost them. All right. Oh, so something cool coming up. I saw some posts for this in the end of August. Don't quote me on the dates. Green Line is running what do they call it? Shoot House One. It's like a CQB class, all UTM. In Templeton, PA. I have not been to that range, but they still have openings for it. I and a few other folks in my most inner of circles are taking that class. So if you're in PA and have a few $100 to spare, you can come take it with us. Oh, Colt says, oh, look, there's a string hanging on this shirt. Uh-oh. Oh, it's like part of like 6 strings weaving. I think it's part of the seam. I should cut it off. Colt asks if there's a confirmation of the 2024 muster, barring a fucking disaster piece at this one. Yes, there'll be one next year. Probably similar time frame, beginning of August, first, second weekend, something like that. No idea who's going to be there. I'll probably be there. Last year, I did not teach a block of instruction. This year, I am doing a block of instruction. So I don't know about next year. Some of the people from last year will pop into next year. Some of the people from this year won't be next year. I don't want it to just be the same 6 people all the time. So we're going to, rotate some out, rotate some in. And I think this year is pretty much a fucking all-star lineup, but next year we'll bring in Calvin, so that'll be cool. Colt's buying a house instead. Are you buying it in Montana? That's what I would recommend. If I win the lottery, the muster will be in Montana because that's where I'll be living. And I don't mean the literal lottery, although that would work as well. I mean the figurative lottery of everything lining up to sail on out. I think, isn't the Powerball up to like a fucking $1 billion? I guess if I won that, I could probably make the other things happen. Throw enough money at them and everything comes in line. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, 2024 muster is on the agenda also for 2024. I think I mentioned this in a couple live streams, but we're getting to the point where within the next couple months, I'll be looking at 2024's schedule, and it's going to be, I don't think there'll be any multi-day classes in Pennsylvania at all next year, except Dynamic Week. The rest of them, I think, are going to be like one-day things where we focus more on smaller pieces and maybe go more in depth into them instead of just continually running dynamic pistol, dynamic carbine, and even the 2, 3, 4-day versions. So Dynamic Week, what will it be? 6 will probably be 4 days of carbine stuff. And so there'll be a day 3 carbine in there, and we'll probably do a day 3 pistol as one of the 1-day pistol things here in PA. And the rest of it will be more like workshops, maybe you could call them, where we will spend days focused on, smaller sections of what would be a multi-day class, but go a lot more in depth. Colts staying in Texas. Texas ain't bad. I've been to I think I counted it up. If we get rid of Alaska and Hawaii because you can't drive there. Well, you can, but without crossing the international border or the bottom of the ocean. I think I'm 4 states shy of having the rest of the states that I've been in. And, if I rank them in some manner or other, Texas ranks pretty high. It's got some shitty spots, not physical spots, like some areas where I'm not impressed, but everything has that in some manner or another. Uh, like it's in the top 10 for sure. All right. Famous player painted by Beckham Tubers match. Oh, speaking of Montana, since like I brought it up, 21-22 October, Dynamic Carbine in Kalispell. And I just got off the phone 3 days ago, something like that, with Pete Pye of Defiant Munitions, who has confirmed that he's coming. So if you want to hang out with Pete and see Kalispell this October, it's gonna happen. Um, let's see. I'm driving there from Del Rio. So now I'm not driving back to Texas, so I can't say I'll take any of my Texas friends with me. But if you only wanted to get a one-way ticket, you could ride up with me from Texas to Kalispell, and then after class catch a plane back home because I'm going to start driving east. And I was going to go visit Pete in South Dakota, but as I'm going to spend the weekend with him, I'm probably going to cruise right on past. I do intend to spend a day at Little Bighorn, which is on the way to Pete's, and I might stop for a minute to see him and then go to Rushmore. That would be cool. And then continue east, maybe a stop at Brownells, then continue east, probably find some pals in Illinois, crash there for a night, and head up to Wisconsin, visit the dudes at Midwest, maybe hit on my way back through in more southern Illinois, stop in at Mantis before I make the rest of the trip the rest of the way back home. Uh, that'd be pretty epic trip. On my way out, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what order. I could go south and visit like Biggers and Tim, and then over to Texas, or I could go straight over and stop and see Zach, then to teach in Del Rio, then to teach in Montana, and then hit Sturgis, Little Bighorn, Brownells, Midwest, Mantis. Like that's a pretty good road trip. That'd be pretty awesome. I should probably bring a camera and get some footage and do some videos, but how about making videos nowadays? They just get fewer and fewer. Because I have great ideas for what I'd like to do in a video, and there's so much work to do, especially doing all of it yourself, that I can't make the video that I want, and I'm just not going to make the video that I can make because I'm not inspired to do so. You get live chats, enjoy them. All right. I know it's early, but I had a small cup of lemonade instead of a big one. It's hot in here, to turn the AC off. You guys pile up some questions pretty quick, or we'll be calling this one early at like 45 minutes instead of an hour. Oh, I have trying to get rid of old crap. I have some um, polymer True North Concepts grip stops here. I'm not giving them away. Easy. But I plan on swapping them onto a couple of rifles that have the old aluminum grip stop when it was made by B5. A B5, I don't believe makes quality plastic products, but the grip stop was aluminum, so I didn't mind buying them. I have a couple of the aluminum ones. Now they're not M-lock, they're the universal mount, so you got to have access to the back side, which makes them kind of a pain to install. But they're the skeletonized ones with the hole that goes all the way through the middle instead of just the recess part. I think I have two of them, and they're probably spray painted. But if somebody out there wants one of those grip stops within the next week or so, I'm going to swap some plastic ones on a couple rifles. Hit me up with a message, and we'll see what it takes to get them to you. If you live far away and I have to mail it, that's no problem, but I'm not paying shipping, so it costs like $8 for a priority mailbox. Oh, look, a signal message. It's probably Mike saying, "Hey, man, are you live streaming? I forgot." No. All right. Well, and it's like 8:42. We're gonna call it at 8:45, and I'm gonna go back to a room with the air conditioner on because it's warm. And I will see you all next week. Remember, road trip to First Wave, uh, and should be coming back with some news and some holsters. I'm gonna bring back the stuff that they're a big custom shop order, and uh, they're donating some stuff for the muster. I think they're gonna start putting some pictures on the interwebs or sending me pictures for me to put them on the interwebs. So you'll get to see some of the stuff that they've donated. I don't know what all of it is yet either, but it looks like it's going to be cool. So First Wave holsters on Instagram and probably Facebook too. Like if you look at those, maybe you get some hints about what they're giving away at the muster. And next week I'll have hopefully some more than just to have them here to show you. I'll have like some news as well. All right. So you all take it easy out there, and I will see you in a week. Toodles.